Hello tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. Today we're catching up on the Claymore Castings medieval range that I've been painting on and off, which seems for months and months now. If you remember, I did these two guys. A while ago. And tonight, or today, tonight, I think, this guy was mostly painted. I hadn't done his face. Needed to finish a couple of bits off on the helmet and the sword itself. But he's finished off. The helmets are, can't really show it there, helmets are a lot darker with some highlights on, and they're looking under the bright lights. The other guy, I'm trying to do these in subdued colours. I watched Medieval Warrior Nick. I watched one of his videos when he was saying what type of troop types went on the bases and roughly the size of the bases, which was quite helpful. I mean, it's not my scene medieval, but I just love these sculpts so much, I've just had to paint them. So I'll probably end up selling them off at some stage, mercenary that I am, but or I might keep them, but I really like them. But anyway, that's this. I've got no connection to Claymore Castings whatsoever, but good service, fantastic figures, and I've got no problems giving them a shout out. So that's our Claymore Castings, and we'll have a look at the 3 packs I ordered and got a while ago. I've been promising to do an unboxing for ages, and this is what this one's going to be. So hang fire, guys, and we'll have a look at what we've got in these packs. Right, guys, forgive the shininess, but these are shiny figures. This is pack number 17. Let's get my pointy stick. Slight mould line down there, that shouldn't be too hard to remove. These are billmen, English billmen it says. Forgive me, as usual, as I say, it's not my period and I just can't, although I've tried to, as usual, memorise different parts of the garments they're wearing, and that I can't. With my memory it's gone already. But no, I was going to try and be clever and I can't. I mean, never been that in my life. Yeah, we've got a tiny bit of runoff there. Nothing. You can almost snap that off. Looks like a design down the front of the scabbard for the sword. Again, nice facial features. I just think these are so, the sculptor's got the poses just right. You know, they're absolutely brilliant. Faces are great as well. Just the way the different mix of clothing, how it hangs, how it moves around. Some of these guys might have the shin protections, greaves, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. No, lovely figures. I'm sorry that the light's really bouncing off and there's not a great deal I can do about that. I could put a filter over the light, but it was just I'd finished those and I thought, well, before I start, because I want to clean these up tomorrow, so if I didn't get this video on, I'd be cleaning them up and then showing. I do prefer to show figures in the raw. Let me just see this. I think this here, I think that's supposed to be there. That's not a, I don't think that's a piece of metal. Again, you medievalists out there will be able to say that's for a feather or something. I might be wrong, it could be a piece of metal, but it seems fairly round. You'll have to tell me. But very nice. You've got the mould lines. You know, these are obviously moulded figures. They're going to have mould lines on them. It's when there's huge holes and chunks out of them, or little holes and that type of thing, that it works me up. Or lots of worms, lots of runoffs. You get a tiny bit there, but that's nothing. Again, brilliant facial features. Lovely different styles of helmets. Different gauntlets, different, you know, you can see where they've, although they're poorer soldiers, they've picked up obviously bits of battlefield armour and things. Now the weapons, these are said bill hooks, if I can pick one up. Different styles again. Now I'm toying with the idea that I may cut these off and put some wire, if I can, get the wire to drill a hole and manage to get the wire to fit. I haven't decided 100%, but all, like, you know, it's like all white metal. There's always that just bit of bendiness in it which throws it off a bit, doesn't make it look as good. But there's lots of variety in the actual bill hooks themselves. Everyone's different in this pack. I'll show you the other one if we've seen the others. So that's pack number 17. Right, this is pack number 55. Now I'm saying the numbers, I'm presuming these are the numbers of the different packs. I've long since forgotten. Again, those little caps that the medievals wore, that's great, just hanging under his helmet. I think this is a cracking figure, this one. Just the facial detail. I mean, just this type of thing, it really brings up a nice figure. That's hanging down. Obviously we've got the hood. Obviously they got more pointier from what I believe as the time went on. I've done a couple in yellow and black, which I've even forgotten the name of the lord or knight that I would presume most of these guys. I'm trying to put a theme of the odd bit of yellow and black to say that that this guy's is. Again, look at the way the sculptor's managed to catch the movement as he's twisting round with his jabbing forward with his bill. Obviously, all these again. I don't know what it's called, but the little caps they wore underneath just flow in there. Even the tassels on the actual padded jerkins and that. Beautiful. Really, really nice. That's that one. Again, this guy, he's got his, he'll have his, I would imagine his bill's going to be dug in the ground. He's got this knife out ready. Come on if you think you're hard enough. Lovely. And look at her face. Absolutely beautiful. Not a huge amount of clean up. As I say, there'll be the mould. I just bouncing the light that much. I can't even tell whether most of the mould lines are, but you know, just going on these 4 figures I've already done, they're not going to be anything to shout about. I mean, look at that again. It's like he's blowing out of his cheeks with the absolute power of thrusting. Let's just pick one of these up. You know, thrusting one of these guys. Now, I presume you're going to obviously have to just drill out areas to mount your bills in. I should have said that. I don't know 100% because obviously the other guys already had the weapons attached, but yeah, we'll work that out when we get there. But absolutely cracking. I love these. Brilliant figures. As I say, and he looks like he's got one of these big Saracen type swords. That was something for me. I didn't even know. I thought only the Saracens and that had these type of huge wide bladed swords. I didn't realise most European medieval armies had them as well. Thing is with me, if it hasn't got a musket and bayonet or a rifle and a bayonet, I don't really have that much of a clue apart from early Imperial Rome. Again, huge collection of implements to pull you off your horse, pull you down on the floor and chop you into pieces if they get the chance. these guys. So that's the, I think they do about 3 or 4 packs of Billman. I've just had the 2 for now. Right, and this is pack number 15. These are knights. I wanted to try a pack of knights to see what they're like. I think when I finally get through all these, and it's taken me that long to do 4, so goodness knows how long it's going to take me to do these 3 packs of 4. I'll get some archers next, but I wanted to try some knights. I've still got the 3 mounted, but I'm just not 100% what I'm going to do with those yet. And I don't know about you guys, I tend to just, when it floats into my head, it'll just be that eureka moment. That's what I'm going to do with them. So until I get that eureka moment, they're stopping in the cupboard. But yep, these are our knights. I will be basing all these up. Well, I just wanted to get several obviously together to do some basing. So when I do get all this group painted up, I'm hoping, depending on how they fall on the bases, to get them all based up. Because it was at first seeing Dave Imrie's stuff based up and whatever, that's the guy that runs Claymore. It was seeing that stuff. It was seeing his stuff based and everything. I think for his Otterburn range or battles or whatever, that gave me the idea of getting some of these. Took me about another year to actually purchase some, but that's Gav all over. See, I like these with what do they call them, Dupons, and I don't like them too overly armoured. Like later on, I like them, roughly this period where you got the barding, or is it on the horses and stuff. Although I'm hoping that they do bring out some. I'd love them to bring out some more charging knights on horseback. I'd love to paint. I know, says the guy who's got the group in there, but I would like them to do some charging ones. The group that I've got in there, the 3 or 4 that they do as a model group, they're more models than they are. I mean, you can obviously use them for wargaming, but the horses are in halves and things. That they are just waiting for, as I say, for me to come up with a diorama to put them on. Whereas these will be obviously more on wargaming type basis. Beautiful, beautiful figures. As I say, I'm always handicapped with this type of thing because yes, you can look at pictures on the internet, but and yes, obviously go to Nick, the medieval wargamer, if you're into this period. You probably know that already, but and you can learn bits and pieces of him. But it's not my thing as such. So I can't even tell you campaigns, battles, or whatever. It's pretty shocking, really, when I come from a land of castles. But we've got 1 shield, so we'll do something with him. I don't know, as I say, I've not looked. I'd have to look on the ranges again online to see if he's supposed to have, or if there's any guys there with a strap for the shield. And the rest again are all bill hooks on these guys. I might as well show you them all. So we got that there. This one here is Gav rushing through. We've got a mace, and we've got more of a like a warhammer type thing. Again, you can see some of the bendy. You'll get that from any manufacturer. If it's white metal, it's going to be bendy. But I might well, if I can drill them straight enough, replace them with some wire. But we'll wait and see. So, guys, let me just get this out again. Give one last bit of free advertising. As I said, I have absolutely zero connection to Claymore. I just do believe, again, if you get good service, especially in these hard times, shout them out. So there you go. Hope that does you some good, Dave. Although the amount of people that visit my site, probably not, but every little helps. So hopefully, again, like these others, I'll be doing these, obviously 4 at a time. I will clean them all up and obviously and prime them all, but I'll do them in batches of 4. And we'll see where it takes us. As I say, I'm doing these in the non-metallic metal. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but Certain ones I'll do, some I won't. This whole group is going to be non-metallic. As I say, it was a bit of a learning curve for me, and I just fancied doing them in that style. So guys, you take care of yourselves. I do appreciate you stopping by and taking a look, and I'd thoroughly recommend these figures. As I say, they're not a huge clean-up, they're not riddled with holes, they're not riddled with worms and runoffs as a lot of figures are. They're just very, very nicely cast, and the bases, I actually like and it sounds ridiculous, but they're just nice flat bases. You know, you get somewhere you have to file huge chunks off and whatever. It's just really easy to take care of. You know, it's half the battle, you know, especially with a complicated figure like this that's got lots of layers of clothing, you know, armour, you know, different straps and things. It can be a right pain to clean up, and that puts you off figures sometimes, and these are absolutely fantastic. And I said this on the last time I showed these, for whoever sculpted these, you know, you know, Dave's probably got to, you know, make this range bigger or whatever, but if this is the way that a group of people can work together, you know, how about doing some League of Augsburg, 1690s, you know? Just a thought, but you never know. But you know, you can't get better than that. That's fantastic. So sorry, I'm waffling again, but I'm just really chuffed how these figures have come over. Take care of yourselves. We'll catch each other very soon on another video. Cheers.